In our initial design, we had a lot to think about. We were trying to come up with a way to get all of our required interactions and to incorporate a pendulum into our design. We started our project with the ball moving forward. Initially, we wanted the textbook to close and to be what moves the ball forward, but quickly we had to change our design to remove the textbook. This is where the first of our obstacles occurred. We had decided to incorporate a ramp instead. We wanted our design to include lots of dominoes to get from one interaction to the next, and use them on 3 separate occasions in our project. The first led the ball from going down the ramp to the dominoes, hitting a small wheel to push down more dominoes. The last domino in this line fell onto a marble and pushed the marble onto our marble track that traced down the cabinets. We wanted a marble track to give our design some volume outwards and to use all of our space on and off of the table. Our next problem was, now that we were off the table, how would we get back onto the table to finish our goal? One of our team members had figured out a way to rig a pipe cleaner line that went from a small paper box at the bottom to where a domino would fall at the top. This one team member was the only one who knew how to properly set it up each time we would run our machine. This caused issues later when he was absent, leaving the rest of the team trying to make sense of it while recording. After we had figured out how to get the machine back up onto the table again, we had to figure out we were going to rig the pendulum, the center of our entire machine. We attached a string to the domino and the other end to a tennis ball that was suspended by a zip tie hanging by some popsicle sticks. The pendulum would be put into motion once the domino fell off of the table. When the tennis ball went backwards, it would hit a suspended spoon, initiating the fall of more dominoes in our project. The last domino would fall off the table, once again attached to a string. We had built a tall tube that had a cup full of marbles at the top, and at the bottom of the cup was cut out so the marbles could fall into the tube. The cup created more concern of how would the marbles be kept in place until we wanted them to fall, and how would we get them to go to our desired location at the end of the tube. We decided to put a piece of cardstock into the slit between the cup and the tube so it could be pulled out, causing the fall of the marbles. We had to add another cup to the table with a spoon on top to change the angle of the domino falling, and the cardstock being removed so that it was a straight shot out of the slit for the paper. A lot of issues occurred with the cardstock, often not coming out correctly. But once we had added more slack to our string, the problems went away. Once all of the marbles had been released, they would run down our angled tube track and fall into an impromptu teeter-totter. At one end of the teeter-totter would be the marbles falling into the cup, and the other where the cell phone was lying. The phone would be at the end of the popsicle stick, and with enough marbles, the weight would offset the phone, causing it to lift and fall into a cup below it, releasing it to fall into the backpack, safe and sound in its cup case. Often we had some technical difficulties in new places we had not previously expected, but in the very end we got our machine up and running.
Let's go Team Vectors!